Stage 1. The first impression. You found this game called Geometry Dash through a friend, maybe the App Store, likely on the light version, and you immediately press play and hop into the first level stereo madness, likely getting to 20%, maybe as far as the ship, but afterwards you delete the game or just let it sit on your phone as it's just another mobile game. Stage 2. The beginning. You see your friends playing it in class again, so you download the light version once again, and you play a few more of the levels. You might make it to Jumper, you might make it to Time Machine, you might even beat Club Step if you're really willing. Once you beat your friends, you let the game rot on your homepage once more. Stage 3. Community discovery. A while later, you see the game on YouTube. Perhaps this is the famous Nepesta reaction. Perhaps it's lobotomy or I Spy with my little eye. You recognize the game and you take a little look into it, which makes you realize that there was more than just the few levels that you played. And then you download the full version of the game and you build some for your own, and they're likely not great. And as you look deeper, you find videos on levels that are really hard that have been beaten. You look for the hardest level beaten and you stumble upon the demon list, where you try every single level in the top 10 one by one, only to realize that you can't get 3 clicks into the level. Stage 4. Motivation. Now you choose to build your way up to that. You hop back on the main levels, you complete them all, and then you move on to a few user-made levels. One by one, you beat a few easy demons, and you might get up to medium demons. All at the same time, you're getting into watching Geometry Dash YouTubers. Stage 5. The grind. Here's when you choose to lock in. You get the game on your computer. One by one, you make your way up from medium demon, hard demon, to even insane demon. Each one taking you a little longer, and each one being more and more annoying. Once you're ready, you finally tackle an extreme demon, which absolutely crushes your mental health and takes you like 20,000 attempts. Once you beat it, you finally experience Stage 6. Burnout. You kind of just don't want to play the game. Every time you open the game, you're like, oh yes, Geometry Dash, what do I do today? Then you open the level editor, make a 10-second layout, then abandon it and close the game. The motivation isn't really there anymore, and you don't see a reason in continuing. You'll occasionally watch Geometry Dash YouTubers, but that's because they make it interesting. You don't really want to play the game anymore. All the way to the point where you don't really play the game at all. Stage 7. The revisit. Once more, you look back at the YouTubers that you used to watch. The game gets an update of some sort, or Geometry Dash is getting more popular in general. You update yourself on how the demon list is going, and now it's hard. It really takes you a week or two of checking out what's new to actually get on the game yourself again. You start off playing maybe some of your previous hardest, maybe just some levels that you found fun, and you cannot forget the random 10-second wave challenges. Not even wave, just like challenges. But for real though, why do we all do this? Like, I'm breaking character here and the whole formatting of this video, but it's a good opportunity to rant. But do we just like all have this impulse, like, ooh, what if I did something like this? And then we do it, and that's like kinda works. But the thing is, you kind of started it in the first place just to revolve around that idea, and now the build up to it and afterwards it's just bad. They kind of just leave it at that. And the bigger thing is, they're not in phases, they're actually out of nowhere. And this can happen back in Stage 6. Like, you don't even play the game regularly, you just get the idea out of nowhere, open the game for the first time in a few months and just like do that. I mean, like, look at this one I did. Like, what even is this? Like, can't forget the mythic unnamed 29. Like, bro, tell me you guys haven't done this before, bro. Stage 8. Back into it. It takes you about a month of courage and catching up to do. And you choose to go for a lot of list demons, not really to beat them, but just to make progress until you really don't want to anymore. But from one of those hard levels, you find yourself getting really good runs, and that's where you decide to finish it. It takes you a long time, to the point where you almost regret going for it, but you eventually finish it off. This makes you feel like you have enough potential to go for more. And what do you know, you might even start uploading your runs to YouTube. Stage 9. Locking in. You're already better than most people will ever be, but you want more. So just like that, you make a massive jump to like Slaughterhouse or Unknown or something. It's always one of those two. And just because it's fun, you spend like 100,000 attempts on it, doing runs to 100. With a long grind, maybe a few months, maybe even a year, you start to actually not enjoy the level. But considering you're almost there, you keep pushing until you finally beat it with like 200,000 attempts. And after this, you may heavily consider quitting. A lot do. You choose to upload your completion on YouTube, which gets a little bit of traction, which gives you just enough motivation to keep going. Stage 10. Top player. Not a lot of people make it this far, and you're aware of that, which extends your motivation. You announce that you're going for the top 5, and the community really starts to notice you as a player. And this might be when you start streaming your grind as well. You grind hard, making very solid progress. After a few months, you get it done. By this point, you're one of the biggest names in the community, as you're one of the only people that can beat one of the top 5s. And then you finally go for the hardest one, the top 1. After hundreds of hours and insane amounts of grinding, you beat it and successfully conclude your GD career. Just a disclaimer, I know damn well not every GD player goes through these stages, and I got creative with the ones at the end. If you want to see more videos like this, click on the center screen, and here's a funny Twitch clip. What?
Hiya, hiya, hiya.
Stop rubbing your poo in my face, this guy. What is he doing? No, he just walks in there anyway.